you know, you're going to be testing one way or the other, and particularly home opener. Brooklyn played very hard. It was a physical game. I thought it got away. We adjusted to it, I thought, very well. A lot of things, I've mentioned from a habit standpoint. Defensively, we didn't do a lot of things that we have been working on trying to do, and that just tells you that they're not there yet with the habits, and we got to keep working. But I think more importantly, we really came together as a team late and executed really, really well and got some big stops. They hit some shots and kind of wouldn't go away, so to speak, and I thought Brooklyn played very well and very hard, and I think we played hard too.
It seemed like Dyson really set the tone defensively, particularly in the third quarter with that run that allowed you guys to kind of get up to about 10-point lead. Just how much does he kind of set that tone for you guys and maybe kind of shift things in the direction you want to go defensively?
Yeah, I think anytime you see someone, guarding with both the combination of being able to contain and also to be able to make plays and not get out of position, you see your teammate doing that, you're forced to kind of raise your level. And again, I think we can be better as, 5 guys, because as solid and impactful as Dyson is, we need everybody, to be the kind of defensive team we want to be. That said, I thought, again, there were some really good possessions as well. We just got to string more of them together.
Coach, what did you see from Onyeka to allow him to be just so impactful tonight, specifically offensively as well?
He's got great hands, and he can really finish. He's just got excellent touch around the rim. And, he's been as focused, as anybody on the little things defensively. And I think he finds his way into plays because of his instinct. And, he and Clint and Larry, he and Clint tonight, I think, I'd be remiss if I didn't point out the fact that, we got out at about the 9-minute mark because we knew we wanted to finish with him. And the way that Clint handled that was to be unbelievably supportive of Onyeka. And those two guys having each other's back, that's what this team has to do. They have to support each other. That's why I was so pleased with our reaction to, somebody's, taking a hard foul or, it's a tough position to be in. That's how people get hurt. But I liked the way that we responded. Not in the moment, but we came together after that. And Clint and O have been together, and they support each other. And really, that's the essence of a team. That it's not about, any one guy, how much you play, how many points you score, whether you start, whether you finish. There's all those moments during a game that if you really do care about winning, like people say they do, you have to care more about the team than you do your individual performance. And as good as O was, that's what Clint was too.
Coach, when Trey was out, V took the reins there running the offense. It didn't seem to be flowing all that well. Is that just a process of learning? And
I think, we didn't flow as well. And that's actually how we refer to it. And that means the second quarter we didn't run. We weren't spaced, so we weren't able to get into possessions and connect and have multiple actions. And I thought when that happened, when Trey's in the game, he's able to make some plays. And it's that, like, I thought V defensively, we've got to help each other more in those situations and continue. We may not have 1 or 2 players that are going to make a play or make a play for someone else or gain an advantage. We have to do that collectively. And it's the same mindset that we have to have defensively as well.
Coach,
I don't put any of that on V. That's us. We've got to be better. Yeah.
Coach, obviously, Zachary making his season debut tonight. What did you think about his energy? Just the way he moved on the floor, and Was there anything that you saw tonight specifically that you're going to make a point of emphasis to kind of really hone in on and work on this season?
Yeah, I mean, I thought he did a really good job. And when you know, he's made shots, and what to me the point of emphasis is you're not going to make shots every night, and then how do you impact the game other ways, whether it's a pass or a cut defensively. And the other part of that is you don't stop shooting, you know, because he's a really good shooter. And you know, I thought again, it's hard to separate out any one individual. You know, I know we're talking about Zach, but you know, collectively we got to take our one another up and help each other be better. And I thought he did that.
I know the numbers with Cam Thomas don't reflect it, but can you comment on how you felt like Dyson did defending him?
I thought he did a good job. He made him work for everything. And you know, I think everybody in this league knows, you know, what a, you know, tremendous offensive player he is. You know, he's capable of having 40, 50-point nights. And, you know, I thought towards the end we got a little bit of a cushion, and then we fouled on consecutive possessions and kind of lost that. And then in those situations, you know, he knows that they need a basket, and, you know, he's going to create it. I thought the last one he hit, Dyson, was right in his face. But he's capable of doing that. You know, you just have to continue to guard him. Try to make it hard.
Yeah. Coach, how well do you feel that, I know that this is the first game, but how well do you feel that the team came together and played as a unit?
I thought it was, you know, in the front of our minds the whole time. I don't think we did the things that necessarily facilitate that on the level that we need to. But I don't think that was for lack of commitment in any way. We just got to get better. You know, it's the first game, and you know, you're excited. The fans are there. It's adrenaline. You're playing a team that, you know, is coming out and taking it at you. They're switching pick and roll. You know, they're uprooting us on screens. So, you know, there wasn't a lot of freedom of movement. And we needed to adjust to how the game was being called. So all those things, you know, it may not have showed it all the time, but I think from a mental standpoint, we were committed to that. We just didn't always do the things, you know, that you need to do to capitalize on that. And that just means we got to keep training. Okay.